you know. So do the work, man. Hopefully he'll catch you. He won't catch you by surprise if you stay focused, you know. Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this parable unto us, or even to all, man? You know, he's trying to focus. He's just trying to say, is that only for the men of the Lord to know this? You know. And the Lord said unto him, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. You know. Blessed are them that wait upon the Lord, man. You see. You know, make now haste in that time of trouble, you know. Always put your trust in the Most High. YAHAWASHI, that He was going to deliver you, man. You know. We have everything was written for our learning, man. For edification's sake, man. So we have to believe that. You know, put the story of Daniel when he was in that fire, you know, with the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego when they were cast into that furnace, man. You know, the Lord sent His angels to protect them. You see, in the same situation, who'll come and defend us, you know. You know, and ultimately, I'd rather die for the name of YAHAWASHI than anything else, man, in this world, man. I'd rather die in the name of YAHAWASHI than to live for my own selfish needs, you know. And it says here, O faith, O truth. It says here, of a truth I say unto you, that He will make him ruler over all that he had. You see, being joint heir with YAHAWASHI, you see. You know, being rulers over this world, man. You know, coming back in the same glory as coming back in the glory of YAHAWASHI. He's gonna be exalted through us, man. And ultimately, the law, statutes, and commandments are gonna be in our inward parts, man. We won't be able to go off, man. How beautiful is that gonna be? You know, to be able to please the Lord 100%, man. Not be able to go off, man. Being delivered from this fleshly prison, man. That is this flesh, you know. This chains of darkness, man. But if that servant says in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the man's servant and maiden, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at that hour when he is not aware, and will cut him asunder, and will appoint him in his portion with the unbelievers. You see, so it's even gonna be worse you know, for those that know and that don't do nothing about it. You know, remember that story about remember that parable about the servant with the talents, man. He gave everyone talents according to their portion, according to their lot, man. One he gave 10, one he gave 5, one he gave 2, one he gave 1. You know, and to him that is given but doesn't produce, man, the same is gonna be taken away from. You know, like that unprofitable fig tree, man. He was cursed and was cast off, man. You know, until we have the benefit of having Yahawashi as a mediator for us in the heaven, man. So we have to put that into consideration also, you know, and be more. That's why we have to be more ardent into pushing this truth, man. You see, it says here in 2nd Ezra 9:1. Says here, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. You know, measure thou the times, know exactly what in a sense, know what's going on, man. Know what's going on, man. Know what times we're in, especially now. You know, the mark of the beast is on its way, man, and people are gonna run to it, man. People are gonna run to that mark of the beast like it's the best thing since sliced cheese, man. You know. Now, without knowing that that's what's gonna kill them, you know. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he had made. You see, we measured out the times. It's not something that's no one knows the time when the Messiah is coming, but he gave us signs to discern what times we're in, you know. And it's only to those that have eyes to see that will understand it, you know. So then it says here in Matthew 24:4 concerning the last days, man. It says here, And Yahawashi answered unto them and said, Take heed that no man deceiveth you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. You know, concerning Caesar Borgia, man. We already know the depiction of JC, man. You know, being an idol for these people that, you know, they're willing to die for JC. You know, even when you have all the precepts condemning that false idol, you know, people are still willing to put their life at risk for JC, man. And it says here, when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You see, the rumors of trouble are we in that period right now? You know, the nations against nations, rising up against nations. You see, World War III is coming back soon, and yes, World War III is biblical, man. You see, the third war cometh quickly. You know, the first war is past, the second war is past. You know, and then it says here. For nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. You see, haven't we heard about just this year, man? 2021, the year of his hastening the coming of Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi. Haven't we heard of earthquakes and famine and pestilence all over the world? Pestilence with this corona disease, you know, famine, you know, there's food shortages everywhere, man. And this is what is that not a signs, man? Ye hypocrites, man. Can you not discern the times we're in, man? All these are the beginnings of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, man. So you know, he that wants to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation, man. Prepare yourself for him that rejects evil, make it himself a prey, you know. So knowing that, man, you have to put in that mind and be in that mindset that, you know, don't trust everyone also, you know. Don't trust everyone that doesn't even go according to who doesn't ascribe to this doctrine, man. You see, a lot of people are gonna turn even your family members, man. They're gonna turn their backs on you, man. You know, because we want to follow righteousness, man. You know, just be ready, man. Just put that in your mind that it's a possibility, you know. And it says here. So yeah, it says here, and they shall be, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. You see, so it's all about watching, man. It's all about regarding the times, man, that we're in. You know. And again, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. You know. And how do we know that we're closer to the end? Because there's the instrument that's been using for this gospel to be preached around the whole world is the internet, man. And when you think about it, you know, people have been known about Christianity, about Islam. People knew about Buddhism, you know, and all these other false religions, you know. But ever since the religions been on the scene, you know, the end hadn't come. You know, the Christianity and all these other false religions, they've been on the scene, you know. But just now that the books are now open with the proper understanding, the 100% truth of the gospel, people are now now we see how we've been living through the past 2 years, man. We ascended to a new normal. You see, we live in a society now where wearing masks is mandatory. You know, you took the vaccine, but you still gotta social distance. You know, this is the you know, we live in a place full of restriction nowadays, man. So yeah, man, we need to be aware of the times that we're living in, man. You know, it says here now that being said, you know, like I mentioned before, there's two main prophecies that we're waiting to happen before the main one, the last and final act, the coming of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, man. You see, and that's the Jacob's trouble, and the mark of the beast, the implementation of the mark of the beast. So it says here in Jeremiah 30:7. See, even the sun had to chime in, man. He's just even shining brighter on me right now, man. It says here, alas, Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for this day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. You see, that day is like none other day, man. Worse than slavery, worse than Holocaust, worse than World War I, World War II, man, combined, man. This is when the devil is really gonna show his horns, man. You know, he's gonna come down with great wrath, man. It is written that the devil is gonna come down with great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. You know. But again, the elect are gonna be saved out of it, man. You know. It says here in Daniel 12:1. It says here in Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. See, Jacob's trouble. There shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. So and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. You see? And how do you, evidently everything is already preordained, but how can you make your election and calling sure? It's by doing that work, you know, preaching the gospel, being a part of that ministry, however, whatever your lot may be, man. You know, even if it's just spreading the name Yahawah Shem Yahawashi throughout the world, man. You know, so people may know what's going on, man. You see? You know, and again, that time of trouble is coming near, man. So again, people need to be ready for this, man. There's gonna be in 2nd Ezra 15, it tells us, man. It warns us even. 2nd Ezra 16:70, it says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. See, not everyone, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, man. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, man. We're gonna be on the hit list, man. Those that fear the Lord, the real men of the Lord, you know, the real Akia and Akwath, you know, Akyam and Akwath that follow the proper doctrine of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, because this is what the devil fears, man. You know, because he knows that after this, man, we're coming into our power, man. We're coming into rulership, man. The devil is losing his grip on power, and he hates that, man. That's why he's coming back. That's why again he's coming down with great wrath, man. You see? So you know, prepare yourself, man. Watch Israel, you know, because some of us will have to return to being pilgrims on this earth, man. You know, some of us will have to be on the move, man. You know, you got to be ready to just, you know, that's why you have to be in the mentality, you know, to you know, you forsake everything, man. You can't be in that Lot's wife mentality, you know, to look back, you know. You have to forsake this word, and again, it starts mentally in your mind, man. You know, knowing that everything shall be dissolved. What manner of conversations should we have? You know, what manner of godly conversation should we have? You know, how should we conduct ourselves? You know, it says here in Revelation 13 and 15.